The police officer was chasing the man, but the man refused to stop. The next second the officer forced him to pull over. However, when the officer saw the flag on the man's motorcycle, he realized the man was out searching for his son, so he didn't give him a ticket. Instead, the officer drew a route map and told the man the correct direction. The man thanked him repeatedly and continued on his journey. At a crossroads, he opened the map and found 200 yuan inside. He understood the officer had secretly placed it there. The man carefully kept the money and wrote this down in his notebook. The notebook was filled with names and records of people who had helped him. He believed that one day he would find his son and repay all this kindness. 15 years ago, his son had been taken by human traffickers. The man quit his job and started his search. When he was hungry, he sat by the roadside and ate instant noodles. When he was tired, he slept under bridges. Many people told him to give up, but the man refused to stop. He carried a thick stack of missing person flyers and handed them out to everyone he met. He didn't want to miss a single chance to find his son. When he saw information about other missing children, he also printed their photos and attached them to his motorcycle. Over the past 15 years, he had helped many families find their lost children, but he still had no news of his own son. This time he was heading to Chuanjo. A kind person had left a message online saying they had seen a boy who looked like his son. The man rushed there right away because he hadn't rested for days. He accidentally crashed into a tractor. When he woke up, he was lying in a repair shop. A young man was fixing his motorcycle. The man saw his flag was torn, so he painfully stitched it back together. Soon the motorcycle was repaired. After hearing the man's story, the young man didn't charge him for the work. The man wrote this down in his notebook too. A few days later, the man reached his destination with the help of kind locals. He took a small boat to a remote area and met the boy. He asked the boy about his childhood, but the boy couldn't remember anything. Then he asked if the boy had ever stepped on a nail which left a scar. The boy said yes and took off his right shoe, but the man remembered his son's scar was on his left foot. The man realized this boy wasn't his son. He didn't want to believe the truth and begged to take the boy for a DNA test. At that moment, the boy's adoptive mother arrived. She was afraid the man would take her son away, so she slapped him several times and pushed him into the sea. His motorcycle also got soaked in water. From a distance, the young man who had repaired the motorcycle saw everything. He too was a child who had been abducted long ago. When he saw the man searching for his son, he had secretly followed him. Since then, the two of them began a journey together to find their respective families.